Alright, so let me tell you why she will regret you. So check this out. I got two things to say before I even get into this topic, right? First thing I'm gonna say, I'm coming from a biblical point of view, right? I'm not the biggest religious person, but I do believe in that Bible. That's the first thing. The second thing, this situation, varies. It depends on what your relationship was like and how your dealings with that person was, right? So check this out. The main reason why she will regret you, right? Because it's the same old story everywhere, and there's nothing new under the sun. All right. So you were with a girl that you knew for a long time, right? You were with her. You probably knew her since middle school, high school. You probably knew her since college, right? Um, you probably, you know, were her imprint. You were a big impact in her life. She was a big impact in your life, right? You were with her seriously, right? Now, going back to the second thing I said, you're only gonna relate to this if you were a decent boyfriend or a decent husband or whatever, right? You weren't perfect, right? But you were decent. You didn't hit the bitch. You ain't you ain't you know you ain't no psycho, right? You's a normal nigga. So it's the same story over and over again, everywhere, right? It's been like this in the past. It's gonna be like this in the future. All right. So you were with the girl. All right. You were with her for a long time, and you guys broke up. What most likely happened was, you know, uh, you didn't maintain masculine frame, which which made her unattracted to you. Which is not your fault. You were raised to be beta in this society, right? Maybe you lost masculine frame. Maybe she got tired of you. Maybe she got tired of seeing you every day. Whatever the situation is, right? So she ends up resenting you subconsciously, right? She doesn't show it outward, but in the back of her mind, she doesn't really mess with you like that, right? But you were unknowing. You didn't even peep none of this. So what happened is she's living her life, going to work, doing whatever, going to school, and then she meets some guy, right? And she probably initially tells him that, oh, she has a boyfriend, she's not interested, she can't do too much talking with him or whatever. But that guy plays his part. He's still gonna be a orbiter. He's gonna be orbiting her, right? He's always gonna be in hand's reach for her, right? Probably a nice guy. In different cases, maybe she was talking to him, getting some emotional validation from him where she couldn't get it from you, right? So this guy ended up playing his part as a beta male. He says everything right. He's a nicer guy than you. He probably has a better job than you. Probably taller than you. Probably got a bigger jawline. Whatever the situation, whatever she's seen in him, right? She thought that, you know what? I haven't been feeling my boyfriend lately, so this might be better over here. You feel me? She's not gonna admit it. She probably won't even admit it to herself that she did that shit. But that's exactly what happened, right? She knew subconsciously that there are other men that tell her the right things. Well, she doesn't know this. In her mind, she thinks that there's other men that are better than you, that are nicer than you, that would treat her better or whatever. But in reality, these guys are just telling her nice things, playing their part, right? They're playing they're feeding into her emotions, making her feel secure, right? So what happens is time goes by. She been plotting to break up with you. Um, but girls are indirect. They're not gonna break up with you. What they're gonna do is they're gonna disrespect you. They're gonna do things that that she knows you're not okay with. She's gonna be rebellious in some type of way, shape, or form. She's basically gonna put it in your hands for you to break up with her. But that's what she been wanted. She been wanted you guys to break up, right? So after you guys break up now, right? This varies from girl to girl. It can happen soon. It can happen a little later, right? Within a week, a month, 2, 3 months, maybe a year, maybe even 2 years, right? Maybe not 2 years. These bitches don't wait that long. right? Maybe, you know, in some time frame, she's gonna ease her way into a relationship with the beta male orbiter, right? If she's a girl that holds herself in high regard, like she thinks that she's some person with some high morale, or she feels like she has some type of integrity or something, right? She's gonna wait a little bit, just so she can feel good about what she did, right? Because she know what she did. She's gonna wait a little bit, right? And then she's gonna ease into a relationship with him, and then she's gonna say, well, I used that time to get over him. It's not like I jumped from him to him. Bitch, that's what you did. You jumped from him to him. That's what you did, bitch. And the reason why I'm coming from a biblical point of view is because I just believe personally that a man is not a woman's possession. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and some of y'all not gonna like this. A man is not a woman's possession for her to give up. Once a woman is with a man, she doesn't have the jurisdiction to say that she doesn't want to be with this man anymore. Only the man has that power. But we weren't raised like that. But every religion, I'm not a religious person, but every religion, and when I say I'm not a religious person, that just means I don't follow the Catholic Christianity, and I don't follow nothing else. I just read that Bible, right? Every religion, every teaching that's major, where people have structure around the world, they understand this, that a woman is not a man's possession. No. A man is not a woman's possession, right? Mistake. So what ends up happening, right, is that these girls got to learn the hard way, right? And what you got to do, you have to be a soldier to not take her back, not be available to her emotionally or anything like that. So she learns the hard way. And the only way she's going to learn is experiencing life, right? We live in 2020. This is America. Niggas ain't walking around being the most morale people. Everyone got their own sense of morale, all right? It's a do as thou wilt type of mindset that people live by, right? So with that being said, 90 to 95% of the time, bro, she's not going to run into some godly man that's going to be there and want to provide and be some perfect man, right? To be like, I'm talking about like the man of like a real man, right? Whatever you picture a real man to be, and be faithful to her, right? She's not going to find that, bro. She's going to find another man that has his own problems, just like how you had your own problems. You had your ups and your downs. You had things about yourself that she didn't like, and that's just natural. She's going to go run into that with somebody else, and it's going to be another problem, right? But she doesn't see that right there at that moment because she's an emotional being, right? She does everything off a momentary impulse. So these females are going to learn the hard way, because most likely that beta male, right, he just wanted to smash, right? Especially if your girl looked halfway good. She looked good in jeans. She got a fat ass or whatever like that. Trust me, other niggas see that fat ass too, bro. They trying to smash, right? And some niggas out here will play the part for years just to try and get in the bed with a girl, bro. Trying to get into her pants. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit is lame, right? But it is what it is. Niggas been doing it for years, right? They'll play the part of the boyfriend for years too. You know why? Because niggas don't get pussy. So they finally got grasp of a girl that looks halfway good, and they're gonna pretend to be the boyfriend figure for a couple, until they come up on a new bitch, or they get tired of the hoe, or whatever the situation is, right? So this is just the reality of things, right? She's going to realize that the grass wasn't green on the other side, right? This is the story for most people, right? I'm not trying to say, oh, this is in my situation, this is in your situation. This is a general thing, right? This is the odds are against her, right? That's what I'm trying to say. The odds are against her. I'm not just pulling it out my ass and saying, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen because I said so. No, this is a thing that happens on a normal basis, right? On a normal day. This happens all over. You feel me? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not just coming up with this shit, bro. The bitch is gonna have to learn the hard way. And she will learn the hard way, because if you were a guy and you real deal loved her, right? And she know she know that you loved her, right? She will regret you because most likely, like I said, if you were her imprint, if you were with her for years or whatever, you knew her for a long time, you know, you were her first love or she was your first love, most likely that man is not going to care about her as much as you care about her, right? She's going to be disposable to him. And she's going to find that out within a year time, 2 years time, 3, 4, 5 years time. It doesn't matter. She's going to find out and she's going to learn the hard way, right? So what you need to do as a man is just be a soldier. And like, bro, and then there's way too much females for you to even be worried about, like, any bitch in the past that you used to deal with. You feel me? There's way too much shit for you to do, and there's way too much life for you to live, and there's way too much females out here, bro, for you to be worrying about one female. All right? You already had that girl. She's old news. She's in the past. She's done, right? And now she took the journey of a thought, right? Listen, it is what it is. She took the journey of a thought, bro. After she's done with whatever guy she's dealing with after you, that's not gonna last forever. This is 2020. Then she's gonna go. Then she has no choice to mess with another, than to mess with another man, then to mess with another guy, then to mess with another guy. All right? She has no choice. Listen. She will regret you, bro. If you were that nigga, bro. If you was doing what you was supposed to do, if you loved her, if you was a normal person, you weren't a psychopath. You wasn't trying to stab the bitch or nothing, right? You were normal enough for her to think about you on a day-to-day basis after the breakup. She still wants to know what you're doing. She still wants to keep in touch with you. You're still on her mind. If you're on her mind still nowadays, that means that you were a decent boyfriend, right? And that she just got, you know, she wanted to test the waters, bro. That's it. She wanted to test the waters, bro. She didn't want to be up under you for the rest of her life. She didn't want to be up under your authority for the rest of her life. She looked outside the window and seen that there's a lot of other men that look better than you, that make more money than you, and are saying the right things that you're just not saying, right? But she will soon learn the true intentions of these men out here, right? Because the difference between me and men like me, the difference between us than these guys out here is that we're straight up. I would never manipulate a female for no vagina, bro. I would never pretend to be her boyfriend. I would never say shit I don't want to say. I would never say something sweet if I don't mean it. Like, bro, I'm never gonna do nothing that I don't want to do. A female has to be like, she has to pursue me more than I'm pursuing her. That's what it has to be, right? I'm gonna look like a damn goofy if I'm pursuing her more than she's pursuing me. I should be pursuing my goals or whatever the hell that I'm doing, my hobbies, my life. Shit, if I want to sit down and drink beer and watch football all day, but you're better off pursuing that shit than pursuing a bitch. You feel me? That shit might sound ignorant to some of y'all, but that's because y'all betas, bro. Let's go ahead and dread it out, man.